Did you know that the word cannibal actually traces back to Christopher Columbus? When Columbus first landed in the New World, he mistakenly believed he had reached Asia and assumed the indigenous people were descendants of the great Mongol ruler Khan. Based on this, he called them Cannibal, which later evolved into Cannibal. He heard rumors that a group known as the Cannibals practiced human-eating rituals, and those stories quickly spread across Europe. Although these claims were eventually proven false, the term cannibal stuck. But this raises a deeper question. Did real cannibalistic tribes ever exist? And if not, why? Today, let's explore the scientific truths behind cannibalism and why evolution simply wouldn't allow it to persist. Evidence of cannibalism throughout history. The idea of cannibals may sound like a myth or Hollywood horror trope, but archaeological evidence shows that cannibalistic behavior has occurred at various points throughout human history. Dr. Sylvia Bello, a researcher at the Natural History Museum in London, found human remains dating back 14,700 years in a cave in southwest England. Some of the skull fragments appeared to be deliberately shaped into bow-like forms, suggesting ritualistic cannibalism among early Homo sapiens. Surprisingly, cannibalism isn't just ancient history. In the 1950s, archaeologists discovered ancient feces at a Pueblo Indian site in southwest Colorado. Inside the fossilized stool, they found myoglobin, a protein found in human muscle. Dr. Richard Marlar published this discovery in Nature magazine in 2000, calling it biochemical evidence of cannibalism. And even more recently, in 2013, researchers unearthed chilling evidence from early American settlers in Jamestown, Virginia. Dr. Douglas Owsley found the remains of a 14-year-old girl, showing signs of butchering and skull fracturing, consistent with efforts to extract and consume brain tissue. Historical records confirm that during the starving time of 1609, desperate settlers resorted to eating dogs, rats, snakes, and even dug up human graves to survive. One of the most infamous modern examples came in 1972, when Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571 crashed in the Andes. The survivors, trapped for over 2 months in freezing conditions with no food, were forced to consume the bodies of deceased passengers to stay alive. So why didn't cannibal tribes ever really exist? Despite these shocking examples, experts say there's a critical distinction between survival cannibalism and habitual cannibal tribes. According to biological anthropologist Dr. Sang-Hee Lee, although cannibalism might have occurred due to rituals or extreme starvation, no known human society ever practiced cannibalism regularly for nutritional purposes. Why not? Because eating humans as a primary food source is evolutionarily disadvantageous. Here's why. 1. Hunting humans is inefficient. Hunting another human who is just as fast, smart, and strong as you takes much more effort and risk than hunting animals like deer or rabbits. In nature, most predators avoid targeting members of their own species, unless it's due to territorial conflict, mating stress, or extreme circumstances. 2. Poor nutritional value. Even if you could catch a human, the nutritional payoff isn't great. In 2017, archaeologist Dr. James Cole of the University of Brighton published a study titled Assessing the Calorific Significance of Episodes of Human Consumption in the Paleolithic. His analysis showed that a 55-kilo, 121 lb adult male contains roughly thigh 13,350 kilocalories, upper arm 7,450 kilocalories, liver 2,070 kilocalories, skin 10,290 kilocalories, brain and spinal cord 2,700 kilocalories, total body 125,100 kilocalories. That might seem like a lot, but it's barely enough to feed 25 adult males for half a day. By contrast, a single woolly mammoth provided 3.6 million calories, enough to feed the same group for 2 months. Clearly, from an evolutionary standpoint, human meat just isn't worth the effort. 3. High risk of disease. Perhaps the most dangerous downside of eating human flesh is disease transmission. Pathogens such as viruses, bacteria, and parasites spread far more easily between members of the same species. For example, a virus that jumps from a bat to a human requires genetic mutation to infect us, but from human to human, no mutation needed, just direct contact. One striking study asked volunteers to smell feces from 13 different animals, including humans, pigs, and cows. Unsurprisingly, participants rated human feces as the most disgusting, followed by pig feces. Scientists suggest that humans have evolved this strong aversion because our own waste contains parasites most likely to infect us. If we find feces repulsive, imagine how our biology reacts to eating human flesh. Case study: Kuru disease. A powerful example of how cannibalism can lead to devastating illness comes from the Fore tribe in Papua New Guinea. In the 1950s, many women in the tribe started experiencing uncontrollable trembling, loss of coordination, and eventual death. The locals called the illness Kuru, meaning to tremble. For years, scientists were baffled until pediatrician Dr. Daniel Carlton Gajdusek uncovered the truth. The Fore practiced ritual cannibalism during funerals. Men ate the flesh, and women and children ate the brain and internal organs. Kuru was caused by prions, misfolded proteins in the brain that act like zombies, turning other proteins into harmful versions and slowly destroying the brain. Because women typically handled the preparation of the body and consumed the brain, they were far more likely to contract the disease. This horrifying outbreak led to hundreds of deaths and earned Dr. Gajdusek a Nobel Prize for his discovery of prion diseases. Conclusion: why we don't eat people. So, why don't humans eat each other? It's not just about ethics or social norms, it's biology. Cannibalism is energy inefficient, dangerous due to disease, risky and hard to sustain in the long run. It's no wonder that no true cannibal tribes ever thrived. Those that dabbled in human eating either did so in desperation or disappeared entirely. So next time someone asks, why can't we just eat people? You've got a scientifically backed answer. It's not just wrong, it's a terrible survival strategy.